Yo, what is going on, guys? SneakyMcDucky here, bringing you guys another Black Ops 3 beta gameplay. We are playing Capture the Flag on Stronghold here. For those of you that are on the Xbox, I highly suggest checking out this gun that I'm using. It is an LMG called the Dingo. The thing is amazing. It just rapes people, as you guys are going to see throughout this video. It just puts in work. So I highly suggest checking it out. I think it is one of the more underrated guns in the beta. So before we get into what I want to talk about here, as far as my streaks go, I am running the UAV, the Hellstorm, and the Wraith. I think that this is probably the best setup in the game. The Wraith just puts in a ton of work, and once you get to that Hellstorm, it's pretty apparent that you're going to get to the Wraith. As far as my specialist goes, I am running Reject, and Reject, I hated it at first, but as the beta went on, I started to love it, and that's how we're going to start off this commentary, and that's talking about Reject. So Reject, it has been nerfed, unfortunately. A lot of people complaining on Twitter about it. I didn't think it was overpowered. I mean, you just go down in a thing of smoke, and then you can get back up. Sure, it gives you the ability to kill the person that just killed you, but you're not falling down into final stand with a gun, and you're like invisible for a half a second while you're able to just shoot somebody with your pistol. I hated that last stand in Black Ops 2 or whatever game that was in, I don't even remember, but this is nowhere near as bad as it was as going down with a pistol and coming back up and shooting at somebody, because once you went down with that pistol animation, you were almost guaranteed to kill. Me with Reject, I like to use it, wait, and then I usually just get back up and run right away. I usually don't engage whoever killed me. I just take off right away, but that's just me. I think that's how it was intended to be used. But Reject has been nerfed. It has been nerfed so that once you do use it, you lose your score streak. So unless you're playing Search and Destroy, I really don't see a game mode where this is going to be an irrelevant specialist. Because what's the point of running this if you're going to lose your score streaks? Just to protect your KD? It just doesn't seem like it's worth it to me. I think that Treyarch's making a huge mistake with this. I mean, there are so many worse specialists than Reject. I mean, you got guys running around with nuke tubes. I mean, people complain about a 6-man team running around with Reject, getting right back up right away. But I would rather be Reject than getting nuke tubed from 6 different guys, right? So I'm not a big fan of this nerf at all. I'm hoping that once the game comes out, that it's back to how I last played it, and that you're able to get up, you're able to keep your score streak. And if the player that killed you is dumb enough to move on while you're in the Reject animation, they should die from that, because I mean, it's not hard to kill somebody. Here's a perfect example. Reject, and I'm out of there because this guy's gonna kill me. I put a couple shots on him, he takes off, forget it, I'll move on to the next one. And that's how Reject is supposed to work. We also found out some new maps today, or actually early this morning. We know about 4 of them, and we got, I think, 12 new ones. So the 4 that we know about are obviously Combine, Stronghold, Evac, and Hunted. We've all played the you-know-what out of them in this beta. I've played those maps at least 100 times each. We also found out that Nuketown is coming back for the 3rd time. I'm not so sure that I'm a big fan of that announcement. I'm kind of tired of that map. That map is just so small. And I really, really hope that they do something with that map. They have to expand it with this new movement system, because, I mean, you could fly around that map. If you guys remember Nuketown, I think that there is like a fenced-off area on one of the sides that I'm hoping that they open up or somehow expand it past the 2 houses somehow into those backyards. But I guess we'll see when that comes. That is a pre-order bonus, so if you pre-ordered the game, that's what you're going to be getting. And I'm sure eventually everybody's going to get it. And then the other maps that we found out about are Apartment, which I'm assuming that you're going to be running around in like a big building or something like that, maybe outside on the streets, things like that. Aspire, which is like a rooftop map, and what came to mind with that is High Rise from Modern Warfare 2. I don't know if you guys remember that, but you're on top of a huge roof. There's 2 buildings on the side, a bunch of construction stuff, all that kind of stuff. Chinatown, which is a COD 4 map, but I highly doubt it's the same thing. When the games first come out, they usually don't bring back old maps until like the 1st or 2nd DLC, so I highly doubt it's the same thing. We also have Sector, Rise, Ethiopia, Vale, Havoc, Biodome, which I'm pretty sure is an Advanced Warfare map, or at least the name is. I haven't played enough Advanced Warfare to know the maps or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure that's a name. Redwood, which is a bunch of big trees. I'm assuming that's going to be like a big forest map. And then Airship. And I've seen a lot of people commenting on Airship thinking that we're going to be playing like a blimp or a plane. And I don't know, that just doesn't seem like that's possible. So I guess we'll see. There aren't any descriptions with any of these maps, so you got to come up with your own theories on them as for right now. The next thing that we learned about yesterday was the 9th Specialist. And the person doesn't have a name yet. They don't know that. But his weapon is a flamethrower. And when I first heard that, I was kind of skeptical because when I hear the flamethrower, I think of Black Ops 1. And that flamethrower was just an awful attachment and it didn't work. But I did see some gameplay with the flamethrower. Unfortunately, that video has been flagged by Activision or Treyarch and it's not up anymore. And the thing looks awesome. I mean, it's got a lot of range on it. The dude was just wiping the floor with people. It was pretty unbelievable. And then his last attachment, or his last specialist ability, is called Heat Wave, which I guess stuns enemies. And I'm thinking you got to be pretty close to enemies for this to happen. I'm not really sure on the range on it or anything like that, but I'm not sure how useful that's going to be. But I guess we'll have to see as time goes on and some gameplay comes out with it. Finally, the last thing that we learned about was the new weapons. So if you guys are playing the beta now, or if you played it on the PS4, there was a bunch of classified weapons that we weren't able to see. We now know some names of them, and then we've confirmed the other weapons that are in the game. So the first one, there's 7 total. The first one, which I actually saw gameplay on, is a Power Bolt Sniper, and the thing looked amazing. Like, I think that is going to be the sniper that everybody gravitates to when this game comes out. The thing looked amazing. I mean, I've already said that, but that's what it looks like. That's the only way to put it. Also, returning from Black Ops 2 was the MP7, and it looked just like the MP7 from Black Ops 2. I'm kind of thinking that they're going to kind of reskin that. I don't think that they're just going to take the one from Black Ops 2 and put it right back into the game. So we'll see what happens with that. We also have the M27 returning from Black Ops 2. You guys know I didn't really like Black Ops 2. I didn't play it a whole lot. I'm pretty sure that's an assault rifle, and when I was using the M20, or when I use it, I don't think I use it very often, so I don't remember how good it actually was. I was more of the AN-94 type person when I was running the assault rifle, so let me know how good that gun was. We also have an LMG returning, an R870 shotgun pump action, so that would be the second pump action shotgun in the game. We all played with the first one, and that thing is basically like the Remington. It's the red screen gun. You get a couple shots on them, and then boop, you're dead if they pull the trigger. We also have another shotgun coming. It's been rumored that it's going to be a fully automatic shotgun, so I'm kind of thinking it's going to be like the A12 from back in the day, something along those lines. And then my favorite weapon that's going to be coming, or the one that I'm most intrigued by, is a 7-burst LMG. So you got to think that's got to be a one-shot kill. I mean, you pull the trigger and 7 bullets are coming out, and you got to think that's going to be a one-hit kill. So I guess we'll have to see when time goes on. I am really, really excited for this game, and it's been so long since I've been excited. I'm so glad that they put out a beta and gave us the chance to play. Unfortunately, though, we still have 2 more months to wait before this game actually releases, and that's the shitty part, because I don't know what I'm going to play up until then. I've been playing Destiny a lot, but I've put in so much time with that game. It's just I'm kind of looking for something else, so we'll have to see what happens with that. And that's all I got for you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, learned something that you didn't know about the beta already. I'm probably going to put in a little bit of music to end this video, and if you guys want to stick around, that'd be great. Like I said, I'm trying to get back into this whole YouTube thing. I just don't have a whole setup yet, and I've got a couple of more Black Ops 3 beta saved on my PS4, so I'll probably be using this PS4 share a few more times throughout the upcoming month. I only got like 2 games left, so I don't know, we'll spread it out, and then when some more news releases or I have something to talk about, I'll be using that as in the background. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe if you want to stick around. I think there's only like a minute left for the video. That'd be great. I think I go 35-2 or something at the end of this video. Yep, spoiler alert. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys in the next video, hopefully pretty soon. And until then, Later,